Who is lying, Meghan or the Queen?
They didn't want him to be a prince or a princess, and also concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be.
Is this true?
So this suggestion that it was a colour bar is completely untrue.
Is the palace hiding the truth on the Queen's behalf?
We didn't want to give up, or we didn't want to turn our backs on the associations and the people that we've been supporting.
Who must we believe, Harry and Meghan or the royals?
I was deeply saddened and hurt for her experience because you could see it on her face.
It doesn't matter whether I believe her or not. What matters is the damage that she is accused of doing to the royal family.
Did Meghan knowingly twist the truth about Archie?
They didn't want him to be a prince or a princess, not knowing what the gender would be, which would be different from protocol.
Royal experts say Meghan was deliberately misleading.
The suggestion that Archie didn't become a prince because it might have been because of his colour, that is completely wrong.
The profound statement shocked the world.
I think that moment when they asked about what the baby would look like when it came out was so disturbing, disgusting, wrong on every level. And
Others predicted it.
I just assumed that the baby would be light-skinned on Monday and dark as me on Friday, because that's what happened.
But why do experts say these are false accusations?
So we have in tandem the conversation of he won't be given security, he's not going to be given a title, and also concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born.
Their dispute is over Archie's title. Meghan said it was different from protocol. But in fact, this particular rule is centuries old.
As we know, from the time of George V, the title prince was restricted to people down to the level of Harry.
Yes.
Harry's children would not become princes.
The 100-year-old tradition has nothing to do with Archie.
And once you get beyond grandchildren, once you get down to great-grandchildren, it's only the direct descendants of the future monarchs, that's William's children, not Harry's children, that will automatically become princes.
So, is the palace in denial, or did Meghan and Harry twist the truth?
We're in a lot of pain. You can't provide us with the help that we need. We can just take a step back.
The couple say they had no support from the royal family.
I need to do this for my family. This is not a surprise to anybody. It's really sad that it's got to this point, but I've got to do something for my own mental health, for my wife's, and for Archie's as well, because I could see where this was headed.
Yet the palace denies they ever knew of Meghan's pain.
The whole family is saddened to learn the full extent how challenging the last few years have been for Harry and Meghan.
They even seem to deny Meghan's accusations of racism.
The issues raised, particularly that of race, are concerning. While some recollections may vary, they are taken very seriously and will be addressed by the family privately.
But dealing with things privately did not work. At least that is what Harry stated in their interview.
Did you blindside the Queen?
No. I've never blindsided my grandmother. I have too much respect for her. I had 3 conversations with my grandmother and 2 conversations with my father before he stopped taking my calls, and then said, can you put this all in writing, what your plan is?
What about Meghan's profound revelations about Archie? Who exactly made the terrible remarks about his skin?
It was very touching that Harry still is choosing to protect the identity of whoever that was.
It's not his grandmother, nor his grandfather.
If not his grandparents, then who? Was it Charles and Camilla?
I feel really let down because he's been through something similar. He knows what pain feels like, and Archie's his grandson, but there's a lot of hurt that's happened.
Or was it William and Kate?
Part of this role and part of this job and this family being under the pressure that it's under, inevitably, stuff happens. But look, we're brothers. We'll always be brothers.
Or was it simply a royal advisor?
That conversation, I'm never going to share. I'm not comfortable sharing that.
Okay.
And the idea of dropping little bubbles but not giving the full details is completely unacceptable.
And you're not going to tell me who had the conversation?
I think that would be very damaging to them.
And what about the damage their silence can cause?
By dropping this and suggesting that there was a racist comment, but they won't reveal who it was, you leave a whole large number of members of the royal family and their advisors condemned by them.
Harry feels let down by his own family.
They were willing to lie to protect other members of the family. but they weren't willing to tell the truth to protect me and my husband.
But still, in a sense, he understands their silence.
But I also acutely aware of where my family stand and how scared they are, the tabloids turning on them. There is a level of control by fear that has existed for generations.
Clearly, there are great contradictions on both sides. So who do you believe, Meg and Harry or the royals?